What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Cream of Ipswich. This is episode number 8, and we are hot in form right now. By far and away, our best episode of the series in episode 7. As you can see there, a 100% episode. 4 wins from 4, which took us up to 13th in the league table and through to the next round of the FA Cup. I did not think we'd be getting a 100% episode this season, I'll be honest, because to win 4 games in an episode, chances are at least 3 of them will be league games, right? And the fact that we beat Chelsea, Fulham, Brighton in the league, and then beat a Premier League side, Aston Villa as well in the cup, who were going for the title, I was absolutely buzzing. We made progress off the pitch as well, bringing in 2 players from the Championship, Vinny Souza from Sheffield United, the Brazilian CDM, and Willy Lonto, the Italian winger from Leeds. Now, you guys, I asked for your guys' feedback, as I always do, and you guys said that you liked the transfers that I brought in, but a couple of you would have liked me to have targeted, or to target in the future, Ben Shafe from Coventry. I believe Ipswich were linked with him in the summer, so I'm going to add him to my transfer list. I'm going to keep an eye on him. And I won't rule out a move for him in the summer because obviously Phillips is going to go out back to Man City. Luongo's contract's going to expire, as we can see the contract situations here. So we're definitely going to have to bring in another CDM. So I'll definitely keep him in mind. So thank you for your suggestions. As always, I really do appreciate your guys' opinion on this series. As you can see, the stats there. Muric, second most clean sheets. This guy is smashing it. He's been one of our best players this season. Another one of our best players, Leif Davis, who currently has the armband with Sam Morsey's injury. We reject a bid for Leif Davis. He is not going anywhere. He is talking about the player stats. He's actually doing really well in the assists charts. I think he's on like 5 or 6. He's up there. He is up there. Really annoying bug, actually. Jack Clark, since I don't even think we changed his position, but he's just basically been sending us the same message. Jack, I don't know what's going on, man, but you need to stop just spamming me with the same message. It's really annoying. So basically, I won't show you the chat with him again because he's basically just sending me the same messages. So I'll say the same thing to him, but I won't show you guys that, even though I normally do show you the player chats. We're heading into today's episode. If we're going to keep that 100% record going, it's going to be very impressive indeed, because the first game of today's episode is against the current holders, the team looking to make it 5 titles in a row, Manchester City. Yep, not only are they hot in form over the last few years, they're hot in form right now. 5 wins on the bounce, top of the league. But hey, we're at Ipswich Town. We're looking for 5 wins on the bounce in all competitions. So let's just not, let's not hedge our bets too soon. Let's not put all of our money on the visiting side. City did only just, well, I say only just beat us. They beat us 2-0 at the Etihad. It was quite comfortable for them, but it wasn't a steamrolling. So I'm gonna back us here. We'll always play attacking. We'll always go for it. And whilst we're in confident form, I'm gonna back ourselves to challenge anyone, right? Because we'll just play with sheer guts and determination. And when you're in form, you have to pick up your points because we want to stay as far up from that dreaded dotted line as possible. Well, it'd be a nightmare start as Erling Haaland would lob Muric at 7 minutes in, and Man City would lead 1-0. Wolfenden, one of the 4 changes we made going into this game, could not keep it off the line. And then Nathan Ake, the Dutchman, diving in on Leif Davis, who was going on one of those, well, he's becoming a trademark run now from the acting captain. He was going down the left, not much support, but oh my God, the referee's pulled out a red card. I mean, it was cynical, but a red? I don't know about that one. I think we've got away with one there because let me know in the comments. Do you think that was a red card? I looked in the Leif Davis had absolutely no one in support of him, by the way, and Ake's hacked him down. I think it was a yellow at best. But even with 10 men, Man City's dominance would be rewarded, as KDB would be the first to pick up on a Phil Foden shot that hits the post, and De Bruyne makes it 2-0. And then Sammy Schmodux, what a gilt-edged chance this was. This has to go in. There's no excuse for it. This has to go in. At absolute minimum, has to hit the target. But really, that had to go in. It was gutting. But we were growing into the game, we were growing confidence. Obviously, with the man extra, we were expected to start to dominate the ball potentially. And as we ticked over to the half-time interval, Connor Chaplin, another one of those four subs for today's game, he would get us on the score sheet. Half the deficit. Who provided the assist? Yeah, you guessed it, Leif Davis. And all of a sudden, it's 2-1. Portman Road is up. It's bouncing, and it looks like we're going to head into the break. just a goal down with 45 minutes to play with a man more? Or are we going to go in level? Chaplin linking up with Nonto. Nonto to Chaplin. Chaplin inside to Smodix. Oh my God, can you imagine? Oh, Paul Monroe's bouncing now. It was almost 2 in 2 minutes from the home side. Corner headed out. Leif Davis, can he get a ball in? Jack Clark's at the back stick. Oh, it's blocked. And that will probably do it. Surely do it. We're into 6 minutes of just 2 added on. The referee blows his whistle, and despite being 2-1 down, Ipswich are they feel the force of their fans on their back because they are cheering them on. They are willing them on. 45 minutes with a man extra. Can we provide something here? Well, 10 minutes into the second half, Erling Haaland would drive through, but Muric, big save against he's playing against his former side today, Muric. Now just before the hour mark, Phil Foden finds Rodri on the edge of the box. He takes a touch and then has that deflected? That must have deflected, right? Rodri, the Spaniard, who I think is going to win the Ballon d'Or this year. Personally, he deserves it. Won the league with Man City, won the Euros with Spain, has been phenomenal. Oh, it doesn't take a deflection. Wow. That's poor from Muric. I was convinced that took a deflection. I thought, oh, do you know what? That's actually really unfortunate. But it's just I want to say a great shot on his weak foot off the volley. But I think Muric should be saving that. And City regain their 2-goal lead. And as you can see, that kind of killed us off. That killed our momentum. Foden would hit the bar as well and then force Muric into one last save. But the referee would call time on this one. Man City winning 3-1 to continue their winning streak, but to end ours at 4 in all competitions. 3 in the league, though. 3 wins on the bounce in the league is massive for us. I think we only had 3 wins before that in total. So to double our wins in the league is class. And yeah, obviously, look, we're not expected to beat Man City, right? We're not expected to beat the Liverpools, the Arsenals, those top teams. But if we can give them a game, it puts us in good stead, right? Well, as we look at the table here, 22 games in, 22 points on the board. We are 14th right now, 3 points above the drop. And wow, big wins. Bournemouth beating Newcastle at the foot of the table. I think Southampton picked up a win as well. That is the bottom 2 winning. That is huge. The teams at the bottom, if they start picking up points as well, just as we have, we're going to be in trouble. That's why we need to keep picking up results as we get our Egyptian scouting report in. Of course, we look at the potential on the right. We look at the potential on the right overall at the top. And it's a shame that quite a lot of these players are called Hassan. I think that's an issue that FC have kind of people have found with FC's game. It's obviously amazing that they can now scout in so many more countries, but you need to dive more into the player name base because having all of your players called Hassan from Egypt is it's not that realistic, is it? But a couple of the players look decent. We'll continue scouting them for the next few months as we head into the second game of the episode. They don't get easier, do they? City at home, now Liverpool away, just like our first 2 games of the season. This fixture, but the reverse one, was our first fixture back in the Premier League, back in the top flight for 20 years. It was a 2-0 defeat, just like in real life, but we gave a good performance. We gave a good account of ourselves. We gave the home fans hope for the season. And since then, I think we've done pretty well. Liverpool, on the other hand, not doing as well as in real life. Arne Slot's men are 5th right now, 13 points off the top of the table. But they are in decent form. They've won their last 2, won 3 of their last 5. Going into this one, we are back to our recognised 11. Delap, Schmodix, Phillips and O'Shea are back in the 11 after being rotated out for the Man City game. So it's kind of our strongest 11. Obviously, Sam Morsey isn't there. He's the only injury that we have at the moment. The bench is getting stronger, but I do obviously I'll definitely look to improve it in the summer as well. Well, yeah, going into this one, I felt, despite us losing our winning streak, I still feel like we can offer something, right? We can challenge these teams. Again, we aren't expected to pick up results against these teams in these games. It's just when we're playing the teams around us, that is massive for us. Well, 5 minutes on the clock. A huge tackle. Was that Jack Clark? And it's now Smodix. He finds Omari Hutchinson. Can he get a shot off? No. Van Dijk showing why he's one of the best in the world. That recovery was brilliant, and he actually won a goal kick from that. What a big chance that was for Ipswich early doors, though. And then I think that was Alexis McAllister forcing Muric into his first save of the game. And then into the second half, quite a quiet first one. But Mo Salah driving on through, and the Egyptian doing what he does best. By far and away the best Egyptian player the Premier League's ever seen. Look, we're looking to find the next Mo Salah with our Egyptian scouting reports. if we can bring in a player that can do anything like Mo Salah has done in the Premier League, I will be buzzing. But what a goal this was. Unlocked our defence after dancing around 3 players, and Liverpool lead at Anfield via Mo Salah. But from kickoff, we would get straight back involved. Leave Davis down the left as he always is. Picks out a beautiful cross to Liam Delap, and he should be doing better there. The former Man City striker putting his effort wide. But just a few minutes later, Leif Davis, oh my God. Assist of the season. What a cross from our captain, our acting captain, Leif Davis, and we are level. Look at this ball. It's absolutely outrageous. That angle is beautiful as well. And then Liam Delap missed the first opportunity, isn't going to miss a second time around, and he brings us level at Anfield. D&D striking again. I'm telling you, these two are more lethal than Eminem, right? Mullen and Mendy, these two are more lethal, I'm calling it now. And they were almost at it again. Oh my God. Davis into Delap, but the forwards header goes over. Delap could have had a hat-trick in this second half, honestly. Referee blows full time. And do you know what? When you're coming away from Anfield disappointed to have just a point, I think it speaks volumes, right? It speaks volumes of the team, the performance. And look, we're Ipswich Town, right? We were in League One 2 years ago. We are so out of our depth up here, but we're fighting. We're showing that spirit, that Suffolk spirit is there, right? And I think we're really holding ourselves accountable right now. I think we're playing class football, and we earned that point. We really did earn that point. We could have come away with all 3. But look, I'll take a point off Liverpool, right? You have to take those. And it's a point closer to safety, right? 23 points on the board now after 23 games. We are 14th. We remain 3 above the drop zone. Southampton making it back-to-back wins. Wow, that is huge. Bournemouth and Forest share the points. They draw. Wow, okay, some big talking points there as we see Napoli have signed Jordan Pickford from Everton. Wow, Conte loving those Premier League players. Just in real life, they signed, of course, Scott McTominay and Billy Gilmore, the 2 Scottish midfielders. They bring in Jordan Pickford, the goalkeeper. He will be heading to Italy. We reject a bid from West Ham for Connor Chaplin. Again, a player that I wouldn't be against selling in the future. But for now, I'm not looking for a big overhaul in January, right? As we look through the transfer deadline day sales, and well, some of these they're just not realistic, are they? Tyler Dibbling, the youngster at Southampton who's come in through in the Premier League this season, sold to Bochum in Germany, in the German second division, for under £1 million. That wouldn't happen, would it? It's just so frustrating as we see. Actually, some of our competitors down here, Leicester and a couple other teams, losing some key players that could be quite big. Dwight McNeil going to Spain to join Girona. Jared Bowen leaving West Ham for Atletico Madrid. Wow, big money moves. Haru Matoma going from Brighton to Tottenham. That is a big deal. Wow, that's a great signing for Ange. We obviously know that he likes his Japanese players, and he picks up one of the best ones currently at the moment there. Matoma will be heading to North London. As we get our Kosovo scout report, of course, just goalkeepers now after we altered it into from the last episode, because I want to bring in a goalkeeper so I can play in the youth tournaments. Haven't been able to do it yet because we need a goalkeeper, and we're bringing in a goalkeeper from Kosovo, hopefully, because Muric is from Kosovo, and I'd like him to bring in the next sort of goalkeeper from his home nation, right? That'd be really cool. As then we get the English scouting report. Gale and George still looking decent. Lewis Nash looks like he could be a good winger. Decent potential. Overall, it could be okay as well. I think a few of our players in our youth academy, their overalls are quite low at the moment. That's why we need the youth tournament, because you can actually get the players' stats up in the youth tournament. That's big for us. We definitely want to be playing in that tournament. But saying that, I didn't just want to bring in any goalkeeper from Kosovo, right? I did want to bring in someone who actually has a bit of potential. So hopefully we'll be bringing in someone very soon. Well, the third game of today's episode is a massive one. Southampton, as you can see, they're 1 place above us. 1 place below us, 2 points below us. It's a huge one. Us v the Saints. You know how early we were saying against Man City, against Liverpool, we're not expected to pick up points, right? Those aren't the games where we're saying, look, boys, it has to be in these games. This one, however, these are the games. These are massive. When we're playing teams around us, especially now, these teams like Southampton are picking up results. Southampton have won their last 2 to move out the relegation zone. So we have to be picking up points against these teams. At the absolute very least, we cannot be losing to them, right? Because it's almost like it's a double-edged sword, because Like, if you lose to Southampton, not only do you gain no points, but a rival actually gains 3 points. So it's just like a double jeopardy, right? So big game going into this one. We make just one change to the side that drew at Anfield. Willie Nonto is in for Samish Smodix. Amari moved to the cam position. We have played Southampton twice already this season. Lost both of those games. 3-0 in the league, 1-0 in the Carabao Cup. Yet to score a goal against Russell Martin's side. Can we do it today? Well, Nonto would be involved pretty much straight away, finding the ball out wide to Davis. Hutchinson into Delap, who somehow gets a shot off. I don't really know how he got to that, but it is dragged well wide. And then Nonto involved again, linking up with Delap. Nonto, what can you do for me? Show me that you deserve to be starting. Pulls the ball back. Oh, put it into a dangerous area, Willie Nonto. He's growing into the side slowly but surely. I don't expect him to hit the ground running. We're in a tough league. We're one of the teams that are expected to pretty much lose most games. So, it's going to be tough for him to come into the side. But his confidence will be up, right? Because he was playing for a Leeds team who are top of the championship. So he's going to be hopefully in form. Hopefully we can see some goals from him soon. But I'm liking what I'm seeing from him so far. Hutchinson would have the ball in the back of the net, but it was ruled out for offside. And then in the second half, Ramsdale with a big save with 8 minutes to go. Who was linking up? Yeah, you guessed it. D&D once again. Davis to Delap. And then Clark would find Delap. What a chance this is. Delap driving through. The defender dives in, but he takes the shot and it goes just wide. Oh, wow. I actually took the shot as the defender sort of dived in there. I probably could have taken another touch, but I didn't. I took the shot. It goes wide. And is that going to be the final chance? We're deep into injury time now, and Saints get rid of it. And it's going to be, it's going to be another game where we fail to score against Southampton, right? Third and final time this season. 3 games, no goals scored, but at least we didn't lose this one, right? We pick up a point against the Saints, and it's not the worst result in the world. I felt like we were the better team, but we didn't press too much. Saying that, though, we did create a couple of chances and maybe should have taken them. Liam Delap, I know he's our top scorer, but he has missed quite a few chances. But, Junior, you have to remember, he's only, 72, 73 rated at the moment. Be patient with him, man. You can't expect him to score every chance. That point keeps us 14th. Southampton actually dropped down after Wolves pick up a big win for them. Everton and Leicester share points. Brighton beat Forest as well. Teams around us are starting to pick up points, guys. We're not safe from anything yet, as we see Ariane Muric with that clean sheet is now joint top in the Golden Glove race. Absolutely love that for him. Leif Davis, 6 assists on the season from a left back in a side that is, one of the relegation favourites. That is class. That is mint. Leif Davis has been one of our best players this season. As we reject a bid from, I think it was Bremen, who came in for Wolfenden. And now we head into the fourth and final game of the episode, playing Hull City. The Tigers, who you would have seen there, are 15th in the championship right now. Safe from relegation, but not pushing for promotion. So sort of just in that middle ground. They beat Arsenal 1-0 in the third round, though, so a huge result for them. Our board objective, of course, is to reach the last 16, so if we beat Hull in this one, we will achieve that objective. And we've done some recent business as well with the Tigers. Of course, we signed Jacob Greaves from them in the summer. Al Hamadi, we just sold to them in January, last episode. He is starting for them, so is there going to be a bit of a rivalry there? If he scores, is he going to celebrate? Who knows? But he is starting for the Tigers today. As for us, we make 4 changes. We can afford to play a strong team because the next game is a week away. But I do want to rotate a little bit, because we still don't want to risk injuries too much. So we make 4 changes. Wolfenden, Tuanzebe, Luongo and Chaplin all come in. And then Omari Hutchinson in the second half would have a great chance here. Almost similar to the position where he scored against Chelsea in the last episode, cutting in from that right into a stronger foot, trying to whip the ball in. But it was a smart save from the keeper, but one you'd expect. And that, honestly, that was the only highlight of the game. It was such a dead game. This one was, really nothing to report. So we'd go into extra time, make a couple of changes. Hurst would get subbed on at halftime in extra time as we headed into the second half of extra time. Look, I'm preparing for penalties, but when you're, in the last episode, we beat Villa in the 118th minute, was it? We scored a winner, Luongo with the winner. So who knows, guys? Goal kick comes up, Muric. Are we going to create one chance in this one? Hurst wins the ball. Townsend, just 2 minutes added on. Oh, he's tackled there. Omari Hutchinson down the left-hand side. Omari, what can you do for me? Smodix. Drive forward, Sammy. Drive forward. Can you find Hurst? Oh, it's a messy ball, but it's come through to him. George Hurst to win the game for Ipswich Town. Come on. Oh, two late winners in extra time in the FA Cup back to back. Is something magical happening for Ipswich Town? Look, the FA Cup is a magical trophy, right? Anything could happen. Two victories in the absolute last gasp minutes. George Hurst subbed on at half-time and extra time, slots it past the keeper. It was scrappy, it was messy how he got there, but he got there, and that's all that matters. And that is all she wrote. Practically the final kick of the game. And Ipswich Town booked their place in the last 16 of the FA Cup thanks to a 123rd minute winner, I think it was, from George Hurst, who gets man of the match. As I said, guys, there was about 2 highlights in that one. It was a dead game. So no surprise, Hurst gets man of the match, even though he played 15 of 120 minutes. But what a result, man. What a result. And we're through to the last 16. As I said, look, I won't prioritise the cup. The league will definitely be my priority. But, you know, as you can see there, a favourable tie. Burnley at home for a place in the quarterfinals. That is tasty. Now, if the game falls to where we don't have a league game for a week, I can play a strong side, and I probably will. We'll see, but yeah, that'll be it for today's episode, guys. A bit of a rollercoaster one, you know, lost to Man City, as expected, I guess. Drew with Liverpool, a fantastic result at Liverpool. But then we talk about the power of, you know, different kinds of draws, right? Liverpool away at Anfield, Southampton at home. Both the same results, right? But very different feelings. Disappointed with the Southampton one. Elation. Well, actually, elation with the Liverpool one, but we were disappointed as well. We probably should have won it. But yeah, 2 points picked up there, and then a victory in the FA Cup to book our place in the last 16, where you'll see that last 16 tie against Burnley in the next episode. Well, that'll be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you're enjoying the series as much as I am. Drop a like on the video if you are enjoying the series. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. We're on the road to 1,000 subs, and I'll see you in episode 9 very soon.